Oh, baby. Hey, man. I am so sorry we late, baby. I am so sorry we late. Hey, but as you all know, man, you all know that we had the great Arkansas State Representative Vivian Flowers with us tonight, and we had an amazing conversation. And I am so sorry that I'm late. We had some issues, some technical difficulties that ran us late. But we here now, baby. This is your boy Big Nate, man. This is your boy Big Nate. It's the A70 show. Oh, baby. What happened, baby? Hey, man. Hey, listen. I got my cousin P in here tonight, man. My cousin P, dude was Arkansas. Cousin P.
What's happening?
Joke podcast. Oh, man, cousin P. Where you from? That boy from Doom. That boy from Doom.
It's Mitchellville.
Hey, shout out to my brother, billionaire Bobby. Lee County cool guy, marrying him, hey, man. He ain't with us tonight, but, hey, much love to you, baby. We're going to go ahead and skip to... Need an entertainer? You need a DJ? You need a comedian? You need a photographer? You need somebody, you need a farmer. You're a farmer. You got a farmer hat on tonight. Is that a truck ride or bus hat? What kind of hat is that?
Cock.
I'm not saying that. You want me to say you need some cock?
I'm just like Facebook today. Go watch my story.
What?
Damn, they been cutting up, man.
I need to see somebody's story. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hey, man, this is my dog, ICEMAN Buddy.
Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what I tell y'all every week, man. It's absolutely free. Absolutely free. This is the first of the year. This is the first thing you can do for the 870 show this year is hit the share button. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost y'all nothing. Hit the share button.
Hit that share button one time for the one time.
And make sure y'all comment too so we can see y'all names, man. Because I want to see one name on here. We got multiple people in the viewing. So, Caesar, what's up with it, man?
Hey, man. What's happening, brother? Now, we just got done talking about some stories and shit. I ain't see nothing out of the place. So what did y'all see?
I mean, I was seeing people talking about it until my girl just brought it to my attention. But clicking on this, basically, people out of town, they done uploaded the same shit they do on Twitter to Facebook. I guess the amazing thing is that ain't nobody blocked yet.
Ain't nobody blocked.
I guess that's the amazing thing.
Get dropped off.
Facebook don't play. They don't let everything slide today. I think they finna set people up for failure tomorrow. But today, everything slid.
Mark letting them go today?
He letting them girls go wild.
They building the case.
Yeah, I think it's like
Let me see somebody's
click.
story, 'cause
I think it's some click.
I ain't seen it either. I just put two and two
clickbait.
together because I know how, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just search.
I've been seeing private
Watch my
parts.
story. Type that in the search bar.
So watch my stories.
I don't think it's really multiple. Like, a lot of people just using that thing using it to promote their shit, because they'll say that and people run to their store thinking they got some naked shit on there.
I have seen real estate agents and shit, like, watch my
Rue, what's up, bro?
shit. It's smart.
Ooh, I don't see anything on there.
Yeah, a lot of them was capping. Or
Oh,
using it for promotion.
What'd you see, Nate? These out of town people, you say?
Yeah, a lot of them was out of town. But if you got Twitter, that shit ain't amazing.
That look weird. That look weird, though.
Yeah, I don't fool with Twitter. I might need to get
I'm
back
gonna tell you
on
right
that
now,
though.
Twitter the new porn hub. I promise. We gonna get some OnlyFans girls in here on the show one day. I'm aiming for it. I've been saying this shit since last
You
year.
just saying it. If I get OnlyFans, they gotta go for the 40.
Nah, I don't give a fuck what they go for. I don't pay. But I just want to get on here and, talk about the shit.
You want to talk about entrepreneurship?
Yeah, there you go.
That's what it is, because someone making money.
Because Sauce Walker got them going crazy on They don't need music.
They catch me outside, bitch, whatever her name. The bad Barbie, whatever fuck her name. That white girl, she went crazy.
She made like 50 million.
That bitch went off.
Oh, Jada the GOAT. I need to go home.
Don't you get them people inbox, Nate.
Gotta go home now, man.
Oh, I see why Jada's the GOAT.
Damn.
God. Yeah,
Greg,
Jada
what's
is
up, buddy?
the GOAT.
Man, I can't even see the comment.
I appreciate you, Greg. Appreciate you for that.
Jada is the goat.
Oh yeah, she going off. Whoever Jada is.
What they got a tag on there?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. She got them bifocals on too.
She all at me.
Oh man, that's how you gonna start the show out, Nate.
Hey man, I'm
Miss
just.
Cat, how you doing, Miss Cat?
I'm paying attention to.
What's going on? It's in the news, hey, man.
It's what this good in the news. I mean, Iceman brought it. Iceman normally brings these things, and I be like, oh.
All right.
I'll be catching it late sometime though, man.
She got food on there. Now that's something I'll share with y'all. Oh Lord, that food look fire.
See, that's what a lot of people was doing. Like when I saw, that's what was going on. People just using
I
it.
ain't seen.
Just
I ain't-
hijacking to watch my story.
Some clickbait shit.
Yeah, don't be hijacking to watch my story to post innocent stuff.
Hey, if you seen it, you would, Nate, wouldn't you?
Post what?
I'm saying, if you seen it, you would plug your shit in.
Oh yeah, man.
I saw one motherfucker share theirs after she did it. That motherfucker had 30-some
crazy,
thousand views on her shit.
Yikes.
Facebook store, I already previewed like what you basically finna tap on, so you can still have a chick shaking her ass and shit. I use that tactic. You know what I'm saying? People like, look at you. What did you look? All right, watch the next slide though.
I seen that, man.
Clickbait.
Clickbait. How these people will put certain things in there and then try to steal a show or not keep you to scroll.
Yeah.
Why can't do that?
Yeah.
Men and women.
I fall for it
They
every
wanna see
time
the
with
ass.
YK.
When he put that ass on there.
Every time.
You think you gonna see something.
Oh!
Then you see a party flyer.
Goddamn party flyer on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday.
We've been this shit been going on a long time.
YK, you gotta stop it.
I'd use that clickbait tag too, but they'll tell my ass regular. I never get they don't let me slide with shit.
Hey, Mark them boy, look.
I just had a good run on Instagram Reels this previous month.
You did.
They just fucked me over for this month, so I can't even get paid this month.
We gotta figure out the algorithms, man. The algorithms on Facebook is busting our head.
And they all different.
On social media, period.
Yeah,
Each platform, the algorithm is different.
yeah,
all
'cause
of 'em.
Instagram is good.
Yeah.
Instagram is great, and they pay more.
They pay more?
$5 for every 1,000. Facebook wouldn't dare.
Man. Iceman, how was your weekend, man?
Terrible.
Terrible.
I wouldn't say the weekend. The weekend was good. I worked Friday and Saturday and Sunday, but fuck the new year. I'm gonna just say that.
You ready for 2024 already?
Yeah, I'm waiting for this shit to be over.
Yeah,
Damn.
I understand.
The first day of the goddamn year, I lose my great grandmother.
Yeah.
So, but I
It's Violet, right?
yeah, I felt a little good because when I got the call that she was, you know what I'm saying, on the life support and stuff, and while I was on the way, they pulled the plug. She kept breathing. And she kept breathing until I got there.
Damn.
So, you know what I'm saying, I was grateful for that.
Mm.
Then I was even more grateful because most people never met their great-grandparents.
Right.
And I done had mine my whole life. You know what I'm saying? My great-grandfather just passed last year. She just passed this year, so.
How old was she?
I don't know if she was. I can't tell you exact age. I'm not.
Well,
gonna
God
lie.
bless you and the family. I did call you when I heard about it. So, you know, you always in our prayers, and you know it ain't nothing but love for you there, brother. Yeah, man. Cousin Pete, how was your weekend, brother?
It was cool, man. I'm old, man. I got my homegirl. They married. I go over there, play cards, drink with them, be chilling for real. That's what I did.
You ain't do nothing?
Nah,
I'm ready for 2024, man.
I am.
Nah,
I
man, it's a
got
part
some
of the
big shit
journey.
this year.
Nah, I'm
yeah,
ready.
you right. You right, Pete.
I'm ready for 2024. I spent goddamn me. I felt so ashamed.
Come on, tell it.
I don't even want to
You
talk
paid
about
the
it.
high for a shot.
Huh?
God damn,
You pay
man.
more than 40?
Nah. Hell nah. Hell nah.
What you did?
Dog, I bought in the new year. Not the new year. I spent part of my new year day or something arguing with a bottom.
What?
Arguing with a grown man that suck his goddamn
what's up,
tongue. When he talks.
On
On his tongue. Don't do it.
on social
No.
media?
Don't do it.
No.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
All right.
Sound about right to me.
All right. I'm gonna only because Iceman said. But that's what I said. You know what? This 51 year. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Ice.
Over with.
Just leave it. 2024 me, man.
Shout out to everybody that's on here, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the share button at least one time, man. It don't cost
Where it
nothing.
where it
It's
come
free.
from?
We'll talk. Cause we're not
Nah,
gonna.
cause he'll get.
Is it
No,
some- is it something-
cause if he get
Nah,
on
I
him, he
ain't
gonna
saying
stay
not
on
going
him.
into it, but is it something that got something to do with something that's wrong with a lot
It's
of
just
men?
because of the person that it is. He gonna keep going.
Yeah.
That's all that is. So even without them getting into it, if his name come up, he gonna go off.
Yeah.
So don't even do it.
Hey, and he don't deserve for us to be even discussed on our platform.
Nah, I was saying like the issue at hand, not specifics, but does it have something to do with a lot of people that get into it over certain things when they shouldn't get into it over?
No, it's just
or
because
not take
it's this,
personal.
It's just because it's this person.
Okay.
And not only is because it's this person, keep your mouth off folks. Anybody that I'm connected to, if you say something about somebody I'm connected to, I'm saying something every time.
So
Appreciate
you
you,
right
T.
or wrong?
Right or wrong. But my people wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
You just felt like you could bully them or you could talk to somebody in the manner that you could or how you felt like. Nah, not with me. You not going to say nothing to my people, whether it's
I feel you.
in person. Damn sure not going to say nothing in person. I don't want to tussle, but I can.
Yeah. I mean, if they was right, then I feel you.
But it is what it is, man. Iceman. Hey, man, is these folks going to... How many more folks going to take a plea deal for Thugger, man?
Probably everybody. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. Let me please clear this up, because I was saying this before it even came out. Even when Gunner was the first one to do it.
Has he even came
Listen,
out?
They
Outside? Is he still locked up?
but they
Gunner?
don't. They can't.
He been out.
They can't
Oh, you
fuck
going
with each other.
outside, like.
He probably not, but
Yeah.
they can't talk to each other. None of them. But
Are they still talking?
this but they legally
They
can't.
better not be.
But the sister, Young Thug's sister, and this is somebody he's like close to, not just a sister. He real deal close to her. She been saying from the first day when Gunna took the plea deal, leave him alone. And from that moment, I was like, this something Thug them had to know about. This not nothing that they just did and he just got caught off guard with. Then she come out again and say, okay, word was already gave back to Young Thug about that, and he was basically saying, these people don't want nobody but me. Save yourself. And I've been telling people since Gunna did that in the first place, man, I feel like there's something that Young Thug already okayed. Because if I know, okay, even though it's this RICO case on everybody, the whole 870 show, we all got to go to jail.
No,
but I know,
y'all go
no,
to jail,
no, I'm
not
just
me.
saying,
Now this,
I know they
You
finna
and Bobby
put,
Lowe.
they finna put the case on all of us, but really they just want me.
It was good.
I need to tell y'all.
Trouble,
All right, bro,
trouble,
get on
trouble.
up out of here.
I'm going home.
Go. I'll be selfish as fuck to let y'all just go to jail knowing they just want me.
Iceman, could you imagine me in prison?
I mean, I don't even imagine myself in prison. I stay away from the shit.
so that was him as a person, not necessarily like for what he supposedly represent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because, man,
Because if he,
I hope they don't hang him like that. Because if he get caught on one of them, they going to give him life.
that says somebody, his integrity, if he's still about, you know what I mean? Because you wouldn't advise nobody to go against what we all signed up for. You know what I mean?
The thing with that shit, man, I don't think everybody was in agreement with the shit that was going on behind the scenes. You know, some people was actually just fucking artists. Yeah, you can't blame them. Everybody want to put that snitching jacket on the motherfucker. You can't blame. I didn't come here for this.
Yeah.
I came here to rap.
I mean, yeah, even though y'all doing it, I know what's going on. I ain't finna go tell on you, but I ain't going to jail for it.
And I had
Was Gunna doing street shit before all this?
Man, I don't think Gunna was ever no street nigga on Thugdom level. Not on Thugdom level. Gunna don't even rap about shit like that. Gunna a drip ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't even be on that shit Thugdom be on.
But I was having a conversation the other day about, I was like, I wish, because they come from the streets for real, but I wish they didn't like go and get they business structure in the same name that, because you got people that just employees, I just come here to work, get my music off, you know what I mean? I ain't really trying to, but that was like the big, red flag right there. Like, man, that should be totally separate, even if it's still going on, you know what I mean?
And that's what Gunna was basically telling, man, hey, listen, I'm a part of YSL, the label.
Yeah.
And one thing about it, and like the rest of them that said it, that went to the plea deal, he said, man, we didn't snitch by saying YSL is a gang. Hell, they been said that. The first people that came before they locked all us up when they was first snitching in the first place, everybody already said that. It ain't nothing new to snitches to come in here and reveal some shit that they didn't know. They already said this. Y'all gotta think about it. People was already testifying against Thug. Before any plea deal or anything got took. He was already getting testified against. They gonna have over 300 people to testify in this trial.
How so that trial ain't finna be going. That trial going on.
It's
for
gonna
a
go
minute.
on all year. They know what they
2 or
doing.
3
They gonna
years.
stretch that shit out. No, because they were saying it's gonna wrap up around about the end of the year. But like August or something they were saying. But they gonna stretch the hell out of that.
Man,
And they probably gonna after a while they gonna offer Thug a plea deal. And that's
gonna
why.
tell on
who
him?
he gonna tell on?
No, it ain't just that. It's just
He the top of the
you
totem pole,
gotta
ain't
basically say you're guilty to something. They gonna offer you this deal, especially if they feel like you're gonna go to trial and beat it.
Yeah.
I don't
Because
see
the
him
thing
bringing
about
back
it,
no-
all these people that you gotta come back. The people that took the plea deals, you're gonna have to come back if they call you to be a witness. But you can still plead the fifth. You don't have to say nothing to incriminate yourself. But you have to tell the truth about something. Okay, the truth is I don't know shit.
Let me go home.
What can you do?
I'm going home.
Besides what you already said in the plea deal, you go back and try to say the same exact shit. Because none of these people in these plea deals said Thug did anything. None of them.
I'm going home.
That's what you get with selective politics, man. People pick and choose. Like, all right, when it's okay to say this or not say this.
Yep.
These is the rules. These is the laws. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no exceptions. But it is. It clearly is exceptions. You know, even Boosie's still dropping the mixtape with T.I., right?
Yeah.
Man, that shit.
But he made a statement on Terrence Gangsta Williams about, I mean, hey.
But I heard somebody talk about that conversation earlier.
Lil Durk did it.
Do you call it snitching?
Nope. It's called being fucking smart. But technically in the streets, you snitching.
So what do we say? Hold on. What do we say on Lil Durk? Lil Durk
Did the same shit.
told on
He didn't basically tell.
put a crime on King Von.
The way, because they was both facing it. But the way that they was able to play it off is now that he's dead, okay, we just going to plead this case to where they just blame everything on him. He dead. Shit, what am I going to jail for? He can't go to jail.
Logically, that shit is
Smart.
Easy.
Smart.
You know what I'm saying? Logically, yeah.
You better not die. You my co-defendant. Yeah, you did all that.
All that.
Fuck it. Who gonna be mad at your family?
They gonna get you in heaven. They gonna dig your body up and put you in
I
prison.
ain't-
And 9 times out of 10, you probably did. Even though if you wasn't by yourself, you probably did.
But it was people saying that you can't just, that ain't going to get you off the line. You have to get more.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how that go.
I don't want to be involved in the life. I
Stay
tell
away
anybody,
from it.
yeah, if you getting ready to do some thug shit, some incriminating shit that can land my big ass in prison, let me get out the car. Let me know about 5 minutes early so I can go the other way. Yeah.
No.
Bro, if you
Yeah.
don't want me to snitch, let me go.
And there's people like that, and niggas will still go do shit in front of them.
Dog, I'm
Like
not no
that-
thug. I'm not no street nigga.
I mean, boy, down
And
to
I wanna go
accountability,
home.
man. Accountability, like, you know how watered down this shit is.
Yep. And niggas really just doing a bunch of talking because your grandma will tell you ain't nobody gonna say nothing about her. Everybody ain't no goddamn street nigga.
I ain't no street nigga.
Snitching shouldn't be put on nobody that's not a street nigga. That
Right.
word snitch shouldn't be attached to nobody that's not in the streets.
Don't do it in front of me. I'm going home.
Yeah, if you not in the streets, you can't call nobody a snitch.
I like my king size bed. You're not finna put me on no iron bed, no iron. It ain't even a twin size bed.
Man, listen,
It ain't even twin size, is it?
I done seen people come in the club and niggas be like, man, dude a snitch. And I be thinking to myself, like, dude ain't no street nigga. Dude a 9 to 5 working ass, you know what I'm saying, out the way ass tax-paying citizen.
But if you signed up for it and was out
That's
here
different.
fronting like you was saying you a street nigga,
That's different.
Nate, you got to come with everything that come with it,
That snitch title shouldn't be put on people that's not in the streets.
right? But everybody want to be in the street.
Like right now, if my little brother see a crime and they try to tie him up in it, tell it. And I'm going to motivate them to tell it, and I'm going to publicly motivate them to do it.
Cause he not no
And,
street
nigga,
nigga.
and a nigga can say what they want. Come holler at me about that. He ain't throwing his life away for that
I
shit
mean,
y'all
what's the
did.
reward? What's the reward?
He gonna
Same-
throw his life away because some shit y'all did.
But what if your little brother was out here doing street shit?
Now, if he was doing it, you gonna take your fucking lick. But he ain't. You going to school, you getting good grades, you playing sports. So if you seen some shit that went on and they thought you had something to do with it, you tell the fucking truth. And I take care of anything else that come behind it.
You riding.
I'm a ride.
I feel the same way. Austin gonna make us Austin gonna be a good investment for us. What size socks Austin wear? Cause I can't afford his shoes. Shout out Austin again, man. Because Austin probably, I think I know for a fact. Well, he wears skinny jeans, so I can buy him a pair of tights.
I know tights now.
He wears skinny jeans. What's the difference?
That's the difference. The name you just said.
Tights, skinny jeans, all the same.
No.
I seen Austin the other day had them little ugly ass skinny jeans on.
I mean, that's how the kids do.
Big ass legs and them little ass jeans. What the hell wrong with
So
you,
the
man?
problem with him is when it look out of place. That's what you're saying. Like,
It look weird.
It's something you're not used to.
I mean,
but all the younger kids, like right now,
you my old school.
what did you pay attention to King Cotton? None of those kids' shorts went past their knees.
That was weird. That
That's
was
just-
that-
that's
see,
just
that's
new
what
age.
the ladies saying
That's
they
just
like
new
too.
age.
I guess. I don't know.
And you know, niggas naturally do what they feel like will make them more desirable to the woman.
Yeah.
Get that turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That snapping turtle.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the King Cotton was a dope ass game.
I
Man.
hate I
Yeah.
missed it.
Yeah,
You missed a good one.
Yeah.
Hey,
terrible. And I ain't gonna do that.
nah, go
Cause they
ahead.
say a lot of people feel like this. Oh, he's just saying that because it's his brother. I feel like if they, if you watch Palm Bluff our team, which they say they the number one team in 5A right now in they division in they conference.
Over Chapel, over Chapel just
everybody.
beat Mills last night.
Mills ain't no contender in basketball, but over everybody. But on their team, you got Crutchfield that's gonna put up the numbers every night. Then you got Mother Brother as your best defensive player. And I pay attention to this, watching it. Not just me saying this because it's my brother. Watching, okay, if that's the best player, they put Austin on him all the time. Okay, there's 10 seconds left in the game. Y'all up by 1. Why is Austin not in the game to hold the best player on the court?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that's what threw me. And because it wasn't him making that shot was just he was an awesome player.
Yeah.
But it's something you could have did to prevent it.
So basically,
Because when I was in school, I used to be put on the players that were scoring 20, 30, and 40 points. You're not scoring that on me. Ever. You will never put them numbers up on me. I don't care if you do it every night. That's Austin position 2 now. So if you got your best player on the court in the last 10 seconds of the game, you got to have your best defensive player holding him.
Yeah.
But all in all, y'all did great because y'all wasn't even supposed to be a contender for that team.
they wouldn't even.
Nobody from Pine Bluff should have even played them because, and I'm not saying which the tournament is set up for that, but that's a top 25 in the nation
Talent-wise.
team. Yeah, that's a top 25 in the nation, not in the state, because they not even from here. That's a Texas team, but that's a top 25. That's why they saying dude already going to the NBA and he in the high school.
Yeah, I took a picture with him.
Why y'all think all them Pine Bluff boys is going outside of the city?
Because the city ain't investing in them, ain't showing no interest in them. They'll be the last one to show interest in them.
Right.
UAPB will be the last one to show interest in the kids in the city.
But I will
be-
say,
you'll be notorious for not too.
I will
hate
say
that.
this. First of all, that's my alma mater, so I'm always gonna be biased
To what?
to UAPB.
Me too. But I'm gonna be real now.
I'm gonna be real. We got a new coach coming, and
This was my high school football coach my senior year.
huh?
He was my high school football coach my senior year.
Really,
And when I came to the yard, he was a defensive back coach. Yeah.
really.
Alonzo Hampton.
So I've heard a lot of good things about him, and you could attest. And I heard that he really is, because he's from Warren.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about what can happen.
Yeah.
I
mean, things can change for
I
sure.
just hope it ain't like a systematic thing.
Right.
Because
As far as when we talking about recruiting
Yeah.
locally.
Yeah, because you have people in this any athletes. It ain't that they just choose because they want to go anywhere. I mean, if you playing sports in school, you want to go to the big school.
Right,
You want to be a part,
right.
especially if you know that your talent is up to par. But they always felt like, okay, when we get all these offers, UAPB damn near be the last one to offer us something.
But I also
I just
say,
saw that they offered Crutchfield something though.
well, here's the thing: they just got a coach, so it's going to be a little difficult to make those offers. What I will say is that what happens is that they don't have relationships. Now you got somebody who has a relationship. Like Jermaine knows him. You know him. I know a lot of guys that know this new head coach. Also, I'll add to it is this. When you have those relationships, you can go holler at your homeboy. Hey, come holler at me. Let me put you on my son or my.
But that's why I spoke on. I hope it ain't a systematic thing.
Right.
When it comes to recruiting locally, because if it is, it don't matter.
It's a bigger
what type
problem.
of relationship you have, because he'll get his money. You know what I'm saying?
And it shouldn't even be to where, Because you got, not just you got good players in Arkansas, you got some of the best nationally ranked players in Arkansas. So if you in the city, Pound of High Chapel, Dollaway, Whitehall, UAPB should be the first school to go try to get them players anyway.
Exactly.
But right up the street. It shouldn't be nobody in there on a buddy system like, hey, come holler at my son because you my partner. No, it should be y'all right in the city.
You should see these
And
kids.
the
You should go get
people
them
in the
first.
city want to see familiar faces that they've been rooting for all these years. You know what I mean? Because that's gonna bring more
Your ticket
camaraderie.
sales.
And, Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You want to boost up the economy. It start with UAPB for real, for real.
Right. I'll also add though the transfer portal makes it a little difficult and different too.
Yeah,
So
for
with
sure.
the transfer portal,
But everybody not trying to follow. Everybody not trying to go to Colorado.
right? But
I
no,
just
not
asked-
just Colorado. The transfer portal is also for all colleges all across the country.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that it's boys who been in the system, have grown physically, developed physically, and now just saying, hey, I want to do something different. So with that transfer portal, you don't have to go get a freshman. It changed the dynamics of football, of sports, period.
It's a big X factor for sure.
It is definitely a big X factor.
Yeah.
Now, I want to lead us to another subject, man, with the young man, and I hope I pronounce his name right, DeMar Hamlin.
The football player.
Yeah, for the business.
What actually happened? No, I didn't. I just saw the after
All
effect.
right, so they were playing a game, and DeMar Hamlin, am I pronouncing the name right?
The last name you are for sure.
Delmar Hamlin, I believe. Check that for me, Cousin P, please. But Hamlin wasn't a bad tackle, wasn't a helmet to helmet tackle,
Wasn't targeting.
wasn't a ugly tackle. DeMar Hamlin. I apologize for mispronouncing the name. And with this tackle, regular tackle, the young man stands up and collapses. They spend 9 minutes on CPR and trying to get him back, resuscitating. They say he died on the field.
I mean, to be doing that, yeah.
Yeah, 9 minutes.
No, he didn't die. Oh, you talking about his heart stopped?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, what are y'all thoughts, man? Did that make y'all look at football differently?
I don't, man, because
Nah.
they already got a lot of stuff in play. Like, now they got that targeting and all that type of stuff. They already making ways to keep people from intentionally doing that to you. I mean, you already playing. It's a contact sport, so you're going to have contact regardless. But they already got stuff in place to prevent, okay, me doing this to you knowing it can lead to something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it ain't going to change the dynamic of it. Yeah, it just hurt because it rarely happens. That rarely happens. It ain't happened many times. You see what I'm saying? To happen like that. And it all happens on that same field.
Right.
But I don't think it's going to change the dynamics for nobody because they already put stuff in place to, you know what I'm saying, prevent that.
What you think, Cousin P?
Man, my unpopular opinion is that I don't know if it was that particular situation, but I have seen a lot of athletes across the world and people in general drop like that ever since COVID. And, you know, I don't know all the specifics, but it's pointing to the fact that, you know, it's a lot of the people that have taken that vaccine.
What?
I know how they can feel, and I'm not saying it's for sure that.
So you,
but yeah, a lot of people.
So you think that has something to do with the vaccine?
I say it's a possibility. It's a lot of people been not necessarily
What?
dropping dead or nothing like that, but it's a lot of people that's been fucked up that have taken the vaccine. And you know, before you want to beat me up for saying that, just look at the variables. You know what I mean?
Have any scientists has what's the science behind it? Or is it just some TikTok shit?
This is nothing I seen on TikTok, but I see videos all the time. But even in the thick of it, it just didn't add up to me. You know what I mean?
So this is because of the vaccine.
But it's a lot of people,
Who is
that
these
got
people?
the accolades. I ain't gonna count right here and say like I got their names specifically on the top of my head. You know what I mean? But these people have, broken down the science to the shit and other variables that correlate with pointing to the fact that wasn't nothing. And then if you look at how hard they push that shit, like it's so much shit out here that they ain't push it that hard to the point where they gonna make you feel like
you gotta do this.
It's imperative,
I think you reaching, dog.
I can be. I'm glad I stretched before I came in. I'm glad I stretched.
Hey, and the crazy thing about it is, even that'll fall like a conspiracy theory. People say,
Hell yes,
but
it's goddamn conspiracy.
It might be conspiracy.
It do seem like it could be a possibility.
How?
Just in anything.
Alright, so
He wasn't saying just football. He was saying just period. Just like people having vaccines and just look like they just perfectly fine and just dropping like flies.
And of course, like I say, for me, for example, on Instagram, shit, I've been damn near like what they call it, a shadow ban type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for the longest, people can't even tag me on shit, cause in the thick of that shit, I was posting that shit. I'm talking about people in the courtroom like voicing their opinion and backing up with facts, not me saying my personal opinion. And months later, I find out, you know what I'm saying? Because people trying to tag me, I'm like, we can't. They got the little message popped up there. You know what I mean? So, bro, this shit is real. This shit is real.
I mean,
there's a lot of stories out there that if you look it up, you will find it, but you're not just gonna scroll and find it because they don't want you to see it. Those who control what you see can influence what you believe.
Most of it, because y'all gotta remember in the pandemic, Facebook and shit wouldn't even let you talk about COVID like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear you. I would want to see. I'm not the type of person just because somebody said.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I want to check the signs.
And I empathize with people that have lost family members. You know what
Right.
I mean? But it's a real thing. It's a lot of people that took that shit that's been dropping.
But
bro.
what I will say to you, cousin Pete, and I'll say this to anybody. What happens is that we create in our mind a bias, and because we have a level of bias against something, we'll always say something ain't right with that.
That's
but
true.
when we create, what I think is that when you create that bias, you put yourself in a trick bag, because you always got to find something to connect to that bias. I do my best to not be connected to anything and to always be open for new information.
I get what you're saying. I get cause sometimes I get a second opinion about my own thoughts sometimes, because I don't want to be like that. And because when you are, because I got all type of inboxes. People, they get offended. You know what I mean?
Right.
And which this ain't even my opinion. I see ad friend all the time. You know what I mean? Type of shit. When I can see some shit that somebody said that affected me, but if it's real, it's real. They ain't say my name. The world don't know this shit. So this between me and what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I try to stay away from that too. You know what I mean? But I also look at patterns.
And okay, so you look at patterns, right? Let me ask you the simple question for me is, when you look at patterns, how many people died from the vaccine?
I can't even tell you that. You know
Okay,
why?
so you can't tell me that. How many people died that weren't vaccinated? These questions that I have to start based off deductive reasoning, and then once I find out how many people died from COVID that didn't have the vaccine, what were some of the ailments, all these different things, me personally, and then I have to check the resources on that produce the numbers.
And I get exactly why you feel that. You know what I mean? Because that, like, when you look at it and you put on the board, that make all the sense in the world. But that's why I say patterns. When you understand how media works, then that won't hold as much concrete, because they gonna purport what they want you to feel.
That's why I said I want to see who produced these numbers.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, that's an issue. Finding out,
what the real numbers are.
The real numbers are.
And so what happened with a lot of people who believe in conspiracies, they always gonna say anything that goes against their thoughts and their conspiracies, they fake.
Yeah. Yep.
So they gonna say, well, the federal government putting out fake numbers. How?
It's not the federal government putting out the fake numbers. It's who the federal government endorses.
Okay, well, who the federal government? I just want to know, whose numbers do you trust?
I don't trust nothing that's put in the media.
Okay, whose information do you trust?
I trust my gut, and I trust.
You trust your gut more than real numbers?
Listen, this is what I'm saying, right? So, from 2015 to now, is how long I've been like looking at the world different, right? So, reading and studying and paying attention to patterns up until this point, I already know, like, from the patterns that I've seen, what the government and its conglomerate is about. So, certain shit I see indicators. You know, just like women be like red flags and shit like that. Whether I know exactly what the hell going on and how it came to be, that's an indicator for me. Regardless if I know who, why, what, that don't even make sense to me. For them to put that man up there to my sell things, the songs, the rap songs they got telling you to go take that shit, you know what I mean? Hey man, that don't make sense. It's all type of shit they would, you know, a lot of that shit they don't even do when they rolling out their political campaign.
And I understand your point, but I believe why they ended up doing that is because it was affecting so many people.
You know what made it worse? Even worse with me is I had COVID.
I did too. I was in the hospital. This time this time in 2021, was it 21 or 20? Yeah. This time in 2021, I was in the hospital. Right here, right now, today. Mm-hmm. I was in the hospital at this time with COVID. I was in the hospital for 7 days.
Really?
Had not my girl at the time said, hey, you got to go to the hospital, I would have died.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to her punk ass.
But it was closer and closer to the end of the year. More people that was vaccinated with the booster died.
And then think about
in
that.
2022. Well, it started in 20. They started these numbers in September of 21, where you had only 22% vaccinated with the primary series. This without the booster. Then it went down to August 2022 last year. You had 36% of people died that was vaccinated with the booster.
Now think about
so the numbers
that, right?
went up.
There's so much shit about this world, about the government, how they run their business that we don't know about. Why they going in so much detail about this shit right here? What's their motive? You know what I'm saying?
Now, I agree with you on that shit, because a lot of this shit just don't seem right.
Why you got a trilogy of fucking vaccines?
Yep. Like, why you gotta take so many? Nah, I do. Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't know.
Booster number 3?
I mean, you got to understand, dog. I'm not a scientist. I don't know. That's how I feel. I don't know. You have to do what's best for you. And that's the point I've got to.
Most definitely with that COVID shit, because you got to think about it. Even before they was letting people take those shots and shit, it was scientists and doctors that were saying you didn't need it.
Yeah.
So then it comes to the point, which one of these doctors we listen to?
That came up missing and shit. We don't know where the fuck they at.
See, I don't know. I don't know.
Because how dare you? And think about this.
Here we go. They didn't came up missing because you want to know why you say they came up missing? Because it confirmed my biases.
Of course, that's why they would.
That's what you're saying, though. Listen. Anything that confirms your biases, you're going to.
But if some shit just publicly, I blow up today. I go viral today because I say something, because I just exposed some shit that's going on in the judicial system in Arkansas. If I expose and I go viral, then tomorrow I come up missing. Now, you better say, yeah, they had something to do with that
goddamn
shit.
ICEMAN said
You goddamn better say they had something to do with it. So a lot of that shit just, come on, man, it just adds up now. Y'all can't even hide that y'all did something to them folk. Now, when it happened that quick,
something on man. Where you at?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of that shit, you gotta say that.
I mean, the puppet masters, they study us like we study females.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, a man growing up, you know what I'm saying? His goal from first eyesight is, I want them draws, right? And you want to get them without giving too much, right?
Goddamn right.
You don't want to give them too much.
Exactly. So that means, you know what I mean? You need to learn how
to finesse the game.
What make this motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
What hit the spot for? You know what I'm saying? So when you present yourself, oh man, you gonna have the least resistance.
Yeah, I see your
That
point.
shit with everything. Just the other day, I watched Third Degree and D Dirt with Joker Breezy, showing his shit, and they was talking about the whole independent game. And niggas, it looked good to sign and to be this, that, and the third, but that what they said 3% on a dollar or whatever that shit.
Oh, that shit
that
way
shit,
lower than that.
Yeah. And in these big engines and these big machines pushing these fake numbers and shit like that to make it look like something for you to get that bag on the show money and shit. But when it all boils down to it, this is a facade.
Most definitely. And I
That
can.
shit in every industry.
I know exactly how to run it. Yeah, I ain't gotta pay them folks to do it. Yeah,
But-
you the
but-
plug.
but
ain't
I'm
saying-
the engine.
All right, so
You better ask Dirt then.
so with what you know, if a big ass label come to you,
I know exactly what they doing.
uh,
Yeah, that little room that them artists be talking about. Yeah, I went in there, man. I went in that room. That motherfucker full of all this technology. Woo. Yeah, I got one of the rooms.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got one. Sure do.
But
I
I'm saying
uploaded it to Facebook like I had a stack of money in my hand and people didn't even know what I was talking about. They probably thought I was a scammer.
Oh.
I was giving the game without even saying nothing.
You didn't tell me this.
but somebody that don't know will come to you.
They would
with,
know.
You know what I mean?
Somebody that don't know
But
will
it's-
come
but
to
it-
you like you like.
But it's certain shit that in the conversation, in the presentation, that's gonna be red flags, indicators. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Why would you do this for me if you know what I mean? Like it gotta add up.
Yeah, I see your point.
Same shit with the COVID shit. What grandma and our great greats used to use? They weren't fucking going to the hospital and sick all the time and all that shit, man. Even though they ate the fucked up shit, they balanced it out with herbs and shit that they knew because they was from this motherfucker already.
Yeah, I see your point. But you know what? Let me ask you a question, man. At what point do you say, okay, let me trust the information that I'm giving?
Man, because it's
Are you always gonna be
Discernment, discernment, bro.
this shit just like people that do and don't believe in the Bible. And this is my thing with that. Whether you do, which I'm a person that do, you got a person that's gonna tell you they don't and might go off the facts that somebody else gave them that wrote it down. Okay, why is that book more important than this one? That'd be my thing. You know, it ain't. I'm not saying okay, my book is more powerful than you. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, how can you say this book wrong by the words of another book? You see what I'm saying? That's just like you telling me. Ever since I was a kid, they told me.
Because your pastor said it.
Yeah, but ever since a kid, they told me the ABCs is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. How we know that's how that shit originally started?
When
Yeah.
English is a
Just like
broken
when,
language.
what happened? What happened when New Year's came? This ain't the original New Year. The original calendar had whoop de whoop. You see what I'm saying?
I always listen to. I think what happens for me, man, is I listen to all this other conscious minds and thoughts. I don't shun it anymore because it is applicable. But in the big, what some people do is they take this information and they want to apply it to things that just aren't applicable. Whether you are happy about the new year starting on March 21st or January 1st, what does that have to do with anything?
Well, I think they trying to cancel our Pisces season or something. That's what it sound like to me.
I don't know. I'm a January. The hell with y'all. I mean, I'm a Gemini.
But that's what it sound. I'm a Pisces, but that's what it sound like to me.
It
Why
sound
the
like they're trying
fuck?
to
Why
say-
the fuck would it start March 21st? Like what type of stupid shit is
They
that?
say-
saying that because that's what it said. That's when spring.
Why
start.
people just not finding
But
this
that's
out?
not necessarily when spring start. You know what I mean?
But y'all just not finding this out. 'Cause that
Iceman,
wasn't
I
the topic
mean,
last
These
year.
last
niggas
few
didn't
years-
start finding this shit out till YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. Because wasn't
These
nobody saying it last
few
year.
years It's been the start of the age of information. We've been in an Aquarius age. You know what I'm saying? So it's out there. You got people. You got a younger generation of children that's like, this shit don't really
Add up.
fit right. You know what I'm saying? So they get to searching. Like how he said about people not believing the Bible or believing the Bible, and you saying about following conscious shit and shit like that. And at one point, I went on a downward path of like fuck the Bible and burn that motherfucker up and all that shit simply because I was angry at the things that I was finding out. And then I started looking at other religions and they books and they all fucking the same.
Yep.
So
Like the Quran. You can't have the Quran without the Bible. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm to the point now. All people. And this is why a lot of arguments start and everything. It ain't And people can be wrong.
Ego and
this
they
why
emotional.
this why they defend themselves. If what you say can make a little sense, people ride that shit to death.
Right.
It ain't even got to be true. Long as it sound
feel
like
good,
it
too.
make a little sense. If it sound like it makes sense, we can run with this all day.
Or better yet, you know what it really hits yet? It says something against the person. They have some church hurt or some hurt from the church or whatnot.
Yeah.
And as long as it confirms and makes that hurt a little bit more but okay to deal with, or if you say, well, the pastors are all suckers and they cheat, and guess what? Your pastor just so happened to be a sucker and cheated you. Guess what? And you read some information that says that confirms that you have a bias already, and it just confirmed your bias.
Yep.
That shit boiled down to accountability, though.
It does.
If somebody want to point to all the preachers in the world, all right, if you know that, then what you gonna do? What that's doing for you? How are you progressing with your own situation just by saying these preachers and shit doing that? Okay, and
Like,
what
well,
you gonna do?
in the midst of when I was preaching, it was stuff before I got out the pulpit. It was stuff that went on. Yeah, it was stuff that went on from 13 to 20. It was stuff that went on that would make me say fuck the church. Like, it was a lot of stuff that went on behind my back.
the scenes,
And, you know, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. But I look at the shit like you got to be a weak-minded person to blame the actions of people on what you believe in. It don't matter what it is
That's
you
a
believe
lack of
in.
accountability,
Your
though. You
actions.
looking for fingers.
Yeah,
You looking
people's
for people
actions, because what people did to me in the midst of me preaching, I could have just said fuck God. You know what I'm saying? Just fuck this church shit. Like, I could have did that because of what these people do. Because these people ain't supposed to act like this.
And
A lot of people let that be like fuck God. No, because these people that believe in God, look at how they act. And they'll just say
That's
fuck God.
ain't what their word said.
Yeah, and God ain't the one done it. That's them folks did that.
And they think God's supposed to just come in and put his hand on people.
And people mouth and tell me shut up. No, it don't work.
That
How
work
you don't
like
how
that.
you don't comprehend every word?
Yep.
How you don't comprehend the message and what you're saying just because somebody that you know they done smashed somebody's wife and shit, that ain't got none. That's they got free will too. Even though they bringing it, they still got their own free will that they got to deal with.
But a lot of people believe that God is all powerful, almighty. He's supposed, when you get ready to talk and it goes against what God wants,
He supposed to stop it.
but
People need to stop talking about what God wants
or what he supposed to do.
or what he's supposed to do. You can't speak for God, but you know that voice in your head.
Yeah, but they'll look over the fact in the same Bible. Even though he said he was almighty and all this, he still told you, I gave you a choice. I'm going to let you choose. Basically saying, I can make you do what I want you to do, but I'm going to let you choose. It's just like when your parents let you go out there. They could have whooped your ass or made you stay in the house. But I'm going to let you choose to go out there and find out that ain't what you're supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. And I can't do nothing but respect that. I'm gonna let you go do it, but guess what? I'm gonna stay back here in the car down the street and make sure you don't get harmed though. I'm gonna let you go out here and choose to do whatever you want to do, whether it's good or bad, but I'm gonna stay back here and make sure you're all right. Okay, you ain't see when you was going up there, you finna go rob that liquor store, but you ain't know on the block back there, somebody was finna kill you before you made it up here, but I stopped it. You see what I'm saying? They don't look at none of that.
Right.
But they just, okay, they person, now the preachers, the deacons, the mothers in the church, the choir director gay, and I ain't fooling with the church. Our people, person actions.
You know they gonna think. You know they gonna think. Bobby, we ain't talking about you.
No, anybody.
Anybody.
This anybody, and this with anything. Don't just put it on. We're not just talking about church. Just period. In life. Period.
Right.
Don't let what you believe in be hurt because of somebody else's actions. Because people can intentionally be put in your life, just like God worked, the devil worked too. People can intentionally be put in your life to deter you.
And it ain't a big battle between God and the devil.
It's on you.
It's on you.
It's on you.
And you have to be accountable for what you do.
Yep.
Right? And
that's one of my biggest problems with religion, though.
There's a cost for what you do.
That give you something to put the accountability on besides yourself.
You gonna pay for it.
Yeah, you gonna pay. You gonna receive for it and you gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What you put out there, that's what's gonna come back. It ain't no timeline on when it's gonna come back or how it's gonna come back.
It might come back on your kid.
It definitely will pass through. And I honestly, I feel like when I have the argument of that child right there been gay since they came out. I feel like them the situations where it's kind of like it's probably some karma in their family or some shit. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
that's
But
heavy.
it's a lot of shit that's been swept from the rug, incest and shit.
Hold on.
Cause I don't even believe in that you
Shit like
born
that.
gay shit, but
Yeah,
the
hold
way
on,
you
that's
just,
why-
but
hold
the
on.
way you, the
So-
way you just put that though
That's
just gave me
heavy.
a different perspective on that.
That's probably some karma. So your
Yeah.
daddy wasn't shit.
Yeah,
So
his
you
little
had
ass
an
now
old
see,
gay-ass little
yeah,
boy.
your daddy was sneaking around this motherfucker gay on the low, and nobody ever found out. This number like 2 people know,
Hey,
but you didn't want to. You lied about it, and now your damn son got it.
I think that probably was the case with Uncle Pete on Soul Food.
Oh my God.
You said some hell of a
Why
shit,
he
man.
hold on.
Why was he
Cuz
like-
we gotta tap dance on this a little bit longer.
He said some hell of a shit.
He said some hell of a shit.
He changed my
hey.
perspective, and I've been thinking this my whole life now.
Hey, this is what you basically said. Look here. Daddy got a little boyfriend around the corner.
Nah, I ain't saying.
Daddy been
Yeah, he didn't
saying-
basically say that,
Yeah.
but you gave
ain't
us a
saying
hell
it
of a
gotta be
perspective.
Yeah.
But-
Daddy got a little boyfriend, little Peter around the corner. Daddy little boyfriend Mark around the corner.
Or daddy used to beat up the punks in school. He used to beat the punks up just because they were gay. He
Or
used to
he-
just beat them up.
Or he wore a fake polo and had it ironed on and go on Facebook talking about folk all the time. And now
The karma came back.
the karma came back. Now he got funny color eyes and try to slang popcorn.
Now,
and take
see,
me.
there you go.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go. Listen.
I'm sorry. And suck his
And,
thumb.
and this was something that I saw today.
That's somebody's karma.
Yeah.
I wonder what his daddy did.
that's a hell of a, and it might not have been a dad. It could be
It could have
anybody.
been a grandpa.
But I'm gonna say
his
something because
grandpa probably knocking his dad out.
My girl-
Yeah,
My-
it's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of being swept on the rug. You know, they all might go to the same church and everything.
Damn.
And
Mark had some hell of a
look at you. Shut the
I'm
fuck
I'm
up.
sorry.
I thought he said he was. All right. Anyway,
Damn,
I ain't know
boy.
who you was talking about at first. Damn. But yeah, you know, and that's kind of where it had a lot to do with why I came up with that conclusion, because like, damn, that don't make sense. But at the same time, I've seen real young children like not even been exposed, where you can see like, I ain't normal right
Ain't
now.
somebody right about it.
Somebody right.
Yeah.
Sins
He
of
says,
the father.
yeah, he says it ain't just got to be the father. It can be anybody.
It could be
It
the
be the
uncle.
mother,
It can be the papa or anything.
Oh, somebody.
I'm going bald because my papa, my dad and mama got a full head of hair.
Dealing with women and having friends and having associates that are comfortable with speaking on certain topics, that it's way more than you would think that
Oh,
have
most
been
definitely.
touched by family members. And
Most
you know,
definitely. I done went with a girl that went through that.
Yeah, it's a tragic situation, man.
And it I'm gonna tell y'all now, that shit damages, and it damages you in a lot of ways, and I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of these girls that we see, they beautiful, they look like they having a good life and everything, and we wonder why these motherfuckers can't stop being sexually active with so many people so easily.
Black Snake Moan.
And you find
I
out
remember
that a
that.
lot of shit was going on with them as a child.
Yeah.
And it's to the point, it's like they go numb to it and thought it was okay or something. And that it's like they need that. Or they done been drawn to it.
I think a lot of
It's like a drug.
it's a lot of women.
Weird, man. They
It should
gotta
be like a
have that
drug.
meat.
And it's seriously. And there's some girls that, I apologized to a motherfucker once I got grown one day. That I used to, in high school, have sex. I took this motherfucker virginity, and the girl liked me so much, I'd take all my homeboys, because I ain't had no car. So a lot of my homeboys had cars, so we all go over there. I get a ride over there, and
Not yourself.
everybody in the car gets some.
Ooh-wee.
You see what I'm saying?
And cause she liked you that
She
much.
liked me so much, she didn't want to tell me no. And then I was looking at the fact, okay, I did this a couple times. Damn, now she's starting to like this because she do it when I ain't around. So when I got grown, I was like, I saw this girl and I apologized.
That's
You know
heavy.
what? A lot of times,
Like,
when people-
serious, I
when
apologize.
people be like that, you can look at their upbringing and can identify where that shit come from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of women that might be more promiscuous than others, they maybe they have a father figure, so they chasing a love or affection or some intention from a man, like they chasing it. You know what I'm saying? I had a chick, man, and I end up being like the rebound nigga, bad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And like it was like, damn, motherfucker, she really like me. She called me everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's crazy. And we linked up a couple times, but out of the blue, it just went away. But in the midst of that shit, she was like telling me like what was going on with her and shit like that about her dude or whatever. And it was a domestic thing. You know what I mean?
He was going upside her head.
Yeah, and it was one time like she showed me, she was out the blue. I ain't heard from a minute. She was like she been going through it and started sending me pictures. I'm like, that's crazy, but got back right with the nigga, man.
Yeah.
Some of them, man,
They get attached to that.
Yeah,
And she was
not
one of the
just
ones like, I needed attention. I go through all this shit, but I yearn this attention.
Any attention
for a
is
man,
good for
from
some
a man.
people.
And I think some of them so messed up in the head and so, I don't want to say messed up in the head. Some of them have.
Nah, it is messed up in the head. It is
well,
messed up in the
I don't
head.
want. Some of them
A lot
have
of
so
them.
many problems, bro.
Traumas.
Trauma.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
much trauma
And
that.
social media play on that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Some of them have so much trauma that they can't even gather themselves to deal with it, and that's their norm.
You got to get that fix.
That's they fix.
There you go.
They constant fix. And guess what? The dude who's putting them through that trauma, he relies on that. And it's like a carrot that he dangles in front of him. He's a master manipulator.
If he even give a damn.
He probably don't.
Because even a lot of them go back because of this. They fiending for that fix. And this trauma that you going through with this person, whatever it is,
It seems
whether
so
you get
natural.
beat and all this type of shit, now you already going out here to get something to feel good. You ever thought about this? Okay, I have a toothache sometimes, and sometimes it disappear. And I still sit up and find myself playing in that area to see if the pain gonna come back. That's the same thing. They'll do the same thing. This man beating their ass. They got this dude over here that they run to feel better. Now they feeling better, but they still go back to see, okay, I still got to play with this pain so this fix can keep working.
Cause that nigga might be whooping up beside her head, might be filling her purse up, keep her fed, keep her like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Keep the bit like it's something comfortable. It's some type of amenity that you know what I'm saying, benefit that she got that you know she'll deal with it.
Or that's just normal for her.
Yeah.
That's just her normal.
It's become normal.
Right. Not even just giving her anything. That's normal life for her. That it's
If they
you
don't
ain't
do it,
going
they feel
upside
out of
her
place.
head,
She
or
feel
if
out of
you're
place.
not- some people are so toxic lifestyles
She
are
fuck around,
so
like, you
normal.
don't even give a fuck about her if you ain't hit her yet.
Right.
Yep.
That's just normal. Toxicity, toxic relationships for a lot of people
All the norm.
are norm.
Yep.
They function out of toxicity.
Yep.
That's just the way it is.
That's just how they move.
That's just men.
And shout out to everybody that's on here, man. Y'all still on here, man. Appreciate every last one of y'all. And we ain't looked over y'all comments, man. We was just getting into some real shit. This show kind of was a little different today. We're going to help some people today. And we want to thank y'all. If y'all still on here, man, hit the share button one more time. We ain't got no but a couple minutes left before we get off this motherfucker.
Just a couple.
You know
Just
what
a
big
couple more
problem
minutes,
is,
man.
though, Nate? Women be like wholeheartedly trying to be men, like for real. Like,
I
not
spoke
even
on that
knowing
today.
that that's what they doing.
Yeah.
Masculine. What do they call that? Masculine femininity.
It ain't no femininity at all with that shit. But
I was speaking on that shit
masculinity or
today.
something?
If anybody follow me on Snap, I
fuck a
spoke on
word.
that
I
shit
don't know if
today.
there's a word for it.
Yeah, because
Definitely
it's some
masculine,
bullshit.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
I had to let women know. I was like, women, let me help y'all out. Don't no real dude want no tough ass, manly ass, mess ass woman.
And I will smash you, but I'm not finna fight you
And
to play my role.
why was that the next part of it? That's
Because-
exactly what I said.
'cause they don't-
Stop
they don't-
thinking these niggas just because a nigga want to fuck. They don't
Don't-
mean they
See,
want you.
They don't try to learn how we think.
Nah. You look good, but you don't.
We don't give a fuck. I seen some girls right now. I can't stand them when I hear them talking or nothing. But I fuck the shit out of them because they look good on the fuck level.
And look-
but I know for a fact I will never, ever have no real dealings with
And
you.
you know what's crazy about that? When y'all fucking, that's when they feminine.
Yep.
You got to bring it out of them.
In
I'll
the
say
middle.
this though.
That's when they submissive.
You look good but you don't feel good.
Yep.
You look good, but when after the sex is done, after we
That's
done,
it. Oh, you disgust the shit out of me.
I don't want to. Because here's the thing. Now I want to. We done had sex. I might want to talk to you about what I got going on.
Yeah.
You don't
I
understand it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I might want to talk to you about how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yep.
Right.
I might want to talk to you about what's going on at work. I can't.
Yep.
You look good, but you don't feel good.
Yep.
You don't produce a happy environment.
Yep.
Don't get it twisted. It's a lot of y'all who pay more attention to that blue app than you do your home,
Yeah.
Yep.
than you do your environment. So here's what I will say. If you spend an hour to get dressed at home, spend an hour on your home. Spend an hour on making sure your home, when your man come home or you got male company, that it's presentable. Did you spend an hour cleaning up? You spent an hour getting dressed, and the first thing you got done when you done spending that hour getting dressed, you took a picture so everybody could see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, ladies, right here, right now, go take a picture of that bathroom.
Or that bedroom.
Go
Hey.
take a picture of your goddamn refrigerator.
Hey, I have a conversation.
Better yet, take a picture of what it looked like in your closet.
I was having a conversation with my homegirl, and she was like, why they can't like why we get the privilege and they can't do what we do, and I'm telling them like we just made up different. Like for instance, if we see a chick, whether we say something, we act on it or not, her homegirls, we thinking about tapping their ass too.
Yep.
Like whether we act on it or not, and if we do, them trophies on the wall.
That's it.
Whether a nigga will admit that or not. But see, you can't sit up there and say like you want to do how we do, because if you find out the whole clique them in through you gonna have a problem. You gonna feel some type of way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Men celebrate that type of shit.
Yeah.
And that's why it ain't the same.
I also add to this, man, because us men, we got some shit we got to deal with too.
Oh, for sure.
Most definitely.
So
Everybody got an accountability factor.
So while we talking about fellas, you spend a whole hour on your drip, trying to get your drip together.
Or on the game.
The
See,
game
we
a whole
ain't
nother dog.
denied that we do our shit for
Hold
women
on.
though.
Let me say this, because I don't want the ladies to just think I'm on
Yeah,
their ass.
yeah.
Fellas, you'll spend a whole bag on your drip.
Yeah.
A whole bag on how you present yourself.
And lose that bitch to a nigga like me that came in there in sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Right. But did you spend that amount? If you can't say you spent the same amount of money on making your home,
Yeah.
on having a safe environment, you tripping, dog.
Yeah, that's real
You
shit.
spent you got a $2,000 worth of Jordans. $200,000 worth of Jordans.
Let's go even deeper, Nate. Let's go even fucking deeper. A lot of you niggas got the best name brand shit. I'm talking about be the cleanest niggas I see.
Oh,
And y'all got,
sharp.
and
You
listen,
want
listen,
this
I'm talking
right
about
there?
real sharp. And y'all got a kid out here that
Oh,
you know
man.
yours, and you ain't done shit for him, and you let somebody else take care of him.
oh, that's too deep, Ice Man.
I'm dead ass serious. I know some niggas be drop dead motherfucking clean and to go have a matching picture with one of the kids
Gorgeous.
and got a whole nother child they won't even take care of.
Or we'll take care of the one that's the
Somebody
mama
else.
they fucking with right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
I ain't gonna let y'all do my dudes like
No,
that.
that's real shit. Because and I'm gonna tell you this, and I like the rappers. I like all rappers that done said it over the past couple years. You can't be my partner and don't take care of them kids.
If you don't take care of your kids, you a bitch.
And I got homeboys that I know for a fact don't got no lot of money. They be needing stuff all the time, but they still be there for their kids and whatever time. You can be broke, brother. Far as on a man aspect, we don't look at y'all like that. That's some shit women do. When a man don't look at other men and be like, man, he broke, he ain't doing shit for them kids. If I see you at home every day with your motherfucking kid while your girl go to work, you with these kids every day.
I still got a
You
problem.
feed them. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
still got a
But
problem with that.
if you, but that woman
You gotta
chose
look at it
this
from the
nigga.
children's
But this
perspective too,
yeah.
though.
But I'm gonna tell you this
The
because
children don't give a damn
until
about
you
money.
get some kids, Nate, I'm gonna tell you this. I got 3 of them right now.
Right.
My kids don't give a fuck how much money I got or how much shit I buy them. They gonna ask, but I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna just say on my daughter. Me and my daughter have a lot of personal time to play, talk, do whatever. I say I'm more active with her on that type of shit than her mama. You think my daughter don't know that? She know her mama love her. She gonna give her anything she needs. She gonna take care of her, buy everything she want and need.
She know that now.
But
so
she
Iceman,
know No, babies gonna pick this up early.
It's all
They
being
know.
downloaded.
These
It might not
kids
come
know
out.
this.
They know that.
Even before they can talk, they know who sit up there spending the most time with them.
When they get older, I agree with you. I want my baby to know God. When God bless me with my baby, I want him to know that Daddy loves him, and Daddy always made time to spend with you.
Yeah.
But guess what? You also gonna have to know, Daddy made a way.
Well, most definitely.
That's
But
to me.
But look though.
Hold on.
Go
to
ahead.
Me, what's important for me is to know that my son, my daughter, when God bless me, know that they always had a safe place to lay their head.
Exactly.
Now, secondly, I want to be able to go in there and say, hey, we got a safe place to lay our head. You don't have to worry about nobody coming and take this from us. You good here. Secondly, I want them to also know, Daddy, hey, me and my daddy turned up. Daddy kicked it with
We locked in. I'm gonna tell you, that shit mean more to kids than that money shit. I'm gonna tell you why. Look at how many kids that don't like their parents that gave them the best life ever for a kid.
Yeah.
And they hate their fucking parents because they didn't spend no fucking time with them. Yeah. But these people provided the best homes, the best schooling, the best foods, the best everything for these kids. Yeah. But they wasn't active with them. Yeah. Them kids want that shit to be active. No, I don't care what any one of my baby moms might say. Be mad one day, might try to bash me, anything. You can't tell my kids nothing about me. You can't. Shit. Because they gonna know. I don't give a fuck what you finna say. Yeah. I know me and Daddy spend time. Daddy come see me. When I need something, I call my daddy. And if he can't do it, he gonna tell me he can't do it. Yeah. He ain't gonna lie to me.
But they gonna trust
you. He ain't gonna trust my word. He ain't gonna lie to me. He gonna say I ain't got it. And if I ain't got it right now, that don't mean I ain't gonna get it. But he can't do it right now.
They ain't gonna feel like they gotta hide anything.
Yep, exactly.
He'll know his kids. But I ain't speaking on your baby mama or nothing, but that'll be situations where the parent that's open like that would know their children better than
the one that they live with.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Real shit. I understand it, man. Hey, what y'all got up for this weekend, man?
This weekend I got, on the positive tip, Friday, we start the vocal butter promotions with the high schools. I'm still trying to get at least 2 kids from every school because, you got senior night, prom, and graduation, all this coming up. And I want every kid from every school that I have on my team to benefit from their school on their nights. But we'll start off Friday. I got the vocal butter promotion. I got kids that now I'm employing to throw parties, make their own money. And you know what I'm saying? Now, this all on them. Nobody's doing anything with the schools in Pine Bluff. It's 4 different schools that we tapping in with. This Friday finna be amazing. Bunch of kids, and we're going to make sure it's a very safe. And every one of these events, I'm going to make sure that y'all are absolutely safe. I'm talking about absolutely safe. Even if I got to call you and send your ass to jail, you're going to be safe. And I'm not the person to call the police on nobody. But when it comes to these kids, I'm going to make sure you're safe. Because I want this to keep going on. Yeah. Because there's people that's seeing what's good coming behind this, but there's other people that's saying, no, that don't need to go on. Them kids don't need to be out. There's going to be some bullshit. I'm trying to change the narrative. And employ the kids at the same time. Real and I want at least 2-3 kids from each school to make money all year long.
Real shit.
So let's start off Friday.
That'll definitely keep them out of
keep them out of shit. And I'm going to make sure every event I'm trying to die down any problems that's going on. Because them kids do look up to other kids.
Definitely.
And I'm using them influential kids to tell them. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, come on, we ain't doing that. At least not today. We know at these events, these neutral grounds, we can't do that shit here.
Yeah. Pete, what you got on? What you got? That's it? That's all you got going on?
Then the funeral and all that, but I don't want to get into that. So, you know what I'm saying? That positive.
Pete, what you got going on this weekend, man?
Not too much, bro. I think I'm gonna tap in and see what that BMF situation is Friday. Check that out. Rich Johnson or whatever. I think that's isn't that right? Rich Johnson.
Yeah.
The guy. Shit, I got a funeral too this weekend. But other than that, I ain't really got nothing planned, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't watch TV like that, but I've been on I just been glued to that shit lately. I've been.
Which one?
Yellowstone.
I heard it's dope.
Hey man,
I'm about to check it out.
No bullshit.
I ain't seen it yet either.
I'm excited, man. I am going to my homegirl Kimberly Fox, man. She's having a manifested dream board party, man. and I'm excited, dog. I've never been to a vision board, and it's gonna be my first time ever
So
doing
it's like
one.
all inclusive. Everybody got to do a vision board and shit.
Bro,
like
we
that?
doing a vision board.
Collective.
Yeah, so it's like a group of folks.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a vision board party.
Okay.
I ain't never did it. I take that back. I have. I did it with a. With
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
a vision board.
Yeah, what
It's
is
like-
it?
it's
Like you
like-
writing down something,
It's
manifesting
normally
it?
like people in the beginning of the year,
Right.
they like have a board
And
they
they
might
take
get
all the
clippings
magazine
of-
clippings.
If you want a Range Rover, you might put a Range Rover.
It's like you manifesting something.
Yeah.
basically.
Like
Okay,
that,
okay.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it, man. That's my first time doing one on this level. Shout out to Kim Fox and all them girls and ladies who put that together.
Oh, it's all girls. You just one dude.
Nah, it's a,
They think he's sweet.
It's open.
We crash parties, Nate.
nah, man. There's a couple other women. It's too late to sign up though. You niggas can't
Okay.
come. It's me and all the women.
All right, Big Hugh. Hugh Hefner.
Hey man, I'm excited about it though. Shout out Kim. Shout out everybody involved with that. What else was it, man? I think that was
Plug
it.
that show again.
Oh, huh?
Plug our show again.
Oh, the 870 show, our live show, January 28th. We got me, Iceman, Bobby Lowe. We got
Comedians.
we got 3 comedians. We got my little brother Fred B. He's been doing comedy all over the country. And he really want to start doing it in Arkansas. We got High C, Cakes the Comic, one of my best friends from Pine Bluff. He's been doing comedy, just being all out funny, shit talking dude. We got my frat brother. He actually came here last March. Shaman Coker, dog.
Hometown, yeah.
Dog, what is it, dog? Dog so funny.
Doggone crazy.
Doggone crazy.
Yeah.
The nigga crazy, man. He been
Yeah,
doing
for
comedy and hosting events all over the country as well, man. So I'm excited about all this. Got my homeboy Jalen Flood gonna open up the show playing the horn. Hey, the 870 show, first live show, Club 410 in Pine Bluff, January 28th, starting at 8 p.m. I just put the invite, what is it? Eventbrite link out.
Yeah.
So go to my page. I'll put that on the Real Underground page too. Y'all tap in. We also Joker Beezy, Flo Debo.
That shit hard.
Oh my God.
That shit hard.
That shit hard.
Hey, man, I didn't know. Like, LJ been telling me. And you know how hard that nigga is.
Joker the hardest in the state.
Hey, bro.
No offense, Ice Man. I thought about that. I love your music too, but Joker.
I'm not gonna agree with that.
Bars.
And it ain't even about me.
Bars. And it showed him so versatile, like on some Wayne shit. You know when Wayne started doing mixtapes and shit?
Right.
Like, yeah.
And and this something that I said last night at the viewing of it is where you from. Is where you stay. Like I know
don't
people.
even feel like he get the love that he should have even here though.
But I know people that are. It just depends when they. I'm talking about that statement he made about being the hardest. It just depends on who you done heard. I know people that have no exposure, no type of promotion or nothing. That's some of the hardest people that can ever put some words together.
Yeah.
But they don't have no exposure, so you know what I'm saying. They'll say somebody is surpassing them.
And some people, like we was talking about their bias. You know what I'm saying? Some people,
Yep.
it be a bias thing.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? It be a bias
Well,
thing
I'll
for
say
real.
this: that boy hard.
He's most definitely talented. Now I'm not short stopping him at all. It's just I don't do who the best shit at nothing.
Right.
When it comes to this, you know what I'm saying, music and entertainment.
Yeah,
because
that's your field. So you got a different ear for things than I would have.
Yeah.
Or
I
even
feel like I do it too.
Right. So I see your point, but I will say this: Flo Debo's a hard album.
it's worth it.
It is
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
It's worth 20.
It's worth paying
It
that
is.
$10 that they set it
It
for.
is.
I'm
And
saying
it
this.
took me one little thing to like, damn.
I like it.
If you never heard of them, that CD will make you a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else we got before we get out of here, man? Shout out to Bobby Lowe,
Hey,
man, my
man.
brother, billionaire Bobby.
You know, I just started a business, man.
We're
What-
gonna charge you to plug it, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I started to say something in the beginning of the show, like, Nate, do you got something against what I did because it had something to do with a Dion influence or what? But I was just.
Oh, you talking about with the trucking thing?
Yeah.
I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you know he was voting.
Yeah, he feel. And on that situation, man, I found out this because a lot of people were saying like he should have stayed and made them to where they can go into the top. You know what I'm saying? The with the other school, they couldn't do that.
Who couldn't?
All the
That
other
school
sports
couldn't
gotta
do
go
that.
up, too.
All of the schools in the SWAC would have to be able to qualify for that. Him just doing it at his school, having those fantastic players, and people can say, okay, he should have made them good and then put them in the Power 5, whatever it is. That's the way the shit
I'm
that.
gonna tell you how that's.
even
But
with his school, though.
behind that school, they can't do that. Every school have
Has
to
to
qualify.
elevate,
right?
Yeah,
Even with
every
his
last
school,
one of them.
The tennis, the golf, the track, the volleyball, soccer, all that shit had to come up too.
Right. Well, because we building the pie without putting no filling in it. What I want to speak to is what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
All the schools. We're talking about football 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say Ed Reed just got hired at Bethune-Cookman.
Shout out to Ed Reed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's building another HBCU.
That's two.
That's because of Deion.
No,
too.
it takes time.
But
takes time.
But y'all wanted him to stay how long?
That don't happen without Deion.
Because he was.
Forever.
No, that shit. No, y'all
That don't
selfish as
happen
hell.
without
Now,
Deion either.
at this point, you gotta tell yourself, I'm selfish to think.
that's
like
a
that.
byproduct. Of,
Nah, that's selfish.
that's a
as fuck.
byproduct of what Primetime did too, though.
Fuck Deion.
Nah, that's selfish as hell. Y'all want him to stay to every school, get their shit
Deion,
together to
shut
progress.
up. Coon time.
Hell no.
Hey, I do not
Hell
agree.
no. Hell no. Don't nobody agree with that
I
shit,
don't
man.
care if y'all don't ever agree. Coon time.
Hell no.
I just
It's
had
no longer prime time.
Oh, okay. So yeah, back to that, man. Yeah, I just started my dispatching.
Man, we're gonna charge you $50 for this.
Man, all right, that's cool.
Plug that shit, P.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Global Compass Dispatching and Logistics. New
Black
owner
business,
operators.
man. Black
Yeah.
business.
For these people that's
Man.
hot shot, man, y'all need a dispatcher.
Like, man, we just want you to just be able to focus on driving, man. We didn't have
There you
the
go.
rest.
There you go.
Focus
But hey,
on
you need to
job.
go share that, man. It's doing number got about down to 3,000 views
shit.
right now on Facebook,
I'm
man.
trying
They ain't
to
got nothing to
share
do with Deion. This me.
I'm
Yeah,
charging
yeah.
$20 if
I done been
share
up here. This is my third time.
Do I
We
gotta put
family now.
NATELOGIC on it?
You can.
I'm charging 20.
Hey, oh yeah, and y'all gonna be in trouble when LJ started to wanna do videos and shit because he did the video, the editing, and all that shit. LJ did that.
Man,
Louis Joe.
hey, LJ, hey, I ain't gonna front.
Yeah,
I know it's a lot of people feeling
that's my dog.
LJ, hey man, LJ a bad dude.
He
LJ is
man.
my new manager.
Hey, listen, we bump heads all the time.
I know it. When I say LJ,
I trust him though.
of course, I feel like this about LJ. He's something, he reminds me, he's a thinker. Even last night I said, Dog, I see you thinking about something.
Always.
A creative person never gets caught up in the moment. We never love the moment.
Nah, he a true leader, and
Gotta
he,
keep going.
Yep.
Bro, we have. Sometimes he don't got nothing to do with me. I'm like, bro, that nigga he don't really.
Hey,
deserve-
but I'm gonna tell you this.
You know what I'm saying? He don't
If
show love.
LJ
Man, like he don't give a fuck. He like, man, I just gotta put this shit out there. What come for me is for me, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
If LJ don't put me on the Joe podcast, dog,
I promise you,
I'm letting you know now.
And that's why I said,
He
bro,
has
we bump
to
heads all the
square
time.
up.
Cause I'm like, bro, it's been so long. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta do it right. He want to get it right.
All right.
There it
He
is.
want to get it
There
right.
it is.
And shout out to it. That's my new manager.
Hey, that's your new manager. Congratulations, man.
Most
Hell
definitely.
yeah. Hey, he gonna do right by it.
Iceman,
bro.
when you,
Real
I just
talk.
want to be the fat nigga in the video.
Hey, he think about
Every
everybody.
time.
He want everybody to eat, bro.
Hey, that's
and
one
it's
thing.
genuine.
That's why all he told me was give me 6 months, and I said you got it.
He mean that, bro.
I know it.
He
I
mean
know
that.
it.
He probably didn't want you to tell everybody that though.
No, I broadcasted last night and everything. It wasn't nothing new. He asked that publicly on my live.
Oh, I'm like,
Yeah, this got set up on live. This wasn't nothing private.
Okay, well, shit, man. That's what's up. Congratulations. You got a good one. Real shit.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hey, man, this is your boy Big Nate. This is NATELOGIC. This is the real underground radio station. I like that.
Yeah, hit the button.
Hey, man, y'all be